welcome in Rockstars to the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. Today is October 3rd, 2018, and you might recognize where I'm at, but if you don't, this is the old Toys R Us building. It's now a Spirit Halloween store, for Halloween of course, for the next month, but there's a huge story in the news today after all the bankruptcy and all of the Toys R Us liquidating their merchandise and going out of business, which is pretty funny because if we look over here right now, there's a Family Dollar truck in the back of the old Toys R Us building. But the story from last night and today is that the owners, Bain Capital and some hedge funds, the guys that own the rights to Toys R Us and Babies R Us, so there's no buildings left and there's no inventory because they liquidated all that mostly, value the name, the IP, the intellectual property and the name enough not to let it go. They were gonna sell the name Toys R Us and Babies R Us at an auction, and they took some bids, they took some offers, and they canceled that auction because they feel like there's a chance they can reopen the Toys R Us business. Now, it could just be on the internet. I don't really know the plan. They haven't said anything. And I don't know what they think the IP was worth, if it was worth a few $100 million or $1 billion, or I don't know. But the story is that they might reopen and relaunch Toys R Us. I can't see them renting out buildings and leasing spaces, maybe, but it's very, very interesting to think that after all this, Toys R Us may still be in business at some point in time in the near future. So we'll have to keep our eye on this. Let me show you guys over on my computer the little story that came out about this. But what do you guys think? Do you think Toys R Us should try to come back as like an online only business? They'll still have employees that do shipping and handle all the the main warehouse, but they wouldn't have to have 700 stores costing millions and millions of dollars a month in leases and rent and cashiers and electric and insurance and water and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of interested to see what ends up happening with Toys R Us. But let's go over and check out the story, and then I'll get your guys' opinions down in the comments as always. So I went to CNN Money for this one, and it says Toys R Us brand may be brought back to life. Chris Isidore wrote this for CNN Money, and the company did close all of its stores. You guys remember back in June, I did the stories about Babies R Us and Toys R Us, 70-year-old company. They've been around 70 years, decided after the horrible fourth quarter 2017 and gift card season 2018. In March, they announced they were closing, and then June, they finally did. However, when they put the names, like I said, of Toys R Us and Babies R Us up for auction, some people were interested. Sometimes people want to buy the brand just to make sure no one else can ever use it and put it out of business forever. Sometimes people want to buy companies' names to revive them and bring them back. There's no word on who put in the offers to buy them or what they had intended for it, but either way, the actual owners of Toys R Us, which includes Bain Capital, it's ran in part by Mitt Romney, the former presidential nominee. Mitt Romney owns parts of Staples as well. A lot of big companies. He's a very rich man, and he's got a kind of a track record of putting debt onto companies and putting them out of business. This is just one more in that long line of companies he's done it to, but he still owns rights to this. His company still owns rights to the names, and they have decided to keep them. They canceled the auction, and they have not said what they plan to do with it other than to expand its international presence, further develop private brands, and create new domestic retail operating businesses under the Toys R Us and Babies R Us names. Now, when they went out of business, 31,000 people lost their jobs, so it's a big, big deal. I'm interested to see what happens during this revitalization, or if it happens. What do you guys think? Do you think they have a chance of coming back? Do you think there will be another Toys R Us? Put it down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Would you go there to shop? Do you think they should I think they should just do an online website myself. I don't think they should go all over the place, all over the country. But that's just my opinion, and the comments are for your opinion. So appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much. Make sure you do like the video and you're subscribed to the channel. I did hear quite a few people were being unsubscribed from my channel on YouTube's end, not their end. So just double check that you are. I really appreciate that. And if there's anything else I can help you guys with, if you need to join the VIP group or get in the big group or anything else, just let me know. You can email me, rockstarflipper@gmail.com, or you can private message me on Facebook. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. I'll talk to you next time.